We are back from Labor Day. It was the Queen Bee's birthday. Nicki Minaj claims she's retiring from rap. Do we care? Keven Hart is in trouble once again, and we have a very special guest, as you guys can see. Back to reality. Stay tuned.
You're tuned into Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Tune in right now.
Hi guys, what's up? I am your girl Nakia Monet. Welcome to Back to Reality. It's been a while. Howard and I have been MIA for about 3 weeks because we took our own personal vacation, and I thought today was still vacation, but nonetheless we are back, and we have a very special guest with us, someone who is sitting right next to me. Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
What is your name?
Ink Drippin.
So for those who don't know, Ink Drippin is on one of my favorite shows. This is Back to Reality. Black Ink Compton on VH1. Myself and Drew, who's on the panel today, we do the after show for that, and you are going to be popping up with us on Thursday as well. So welcome to Back to Reality.
Correct. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate being here. We finna turn it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I could not do this by myself. Of course, I have two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Besides Ink Drippin, I have these two with me. Hi, guys.
Hi. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Drew Jones.
What's going on, everybody? It's Howard III. Nice to be seen. Nice to be heard.
Yes. So, Ink.
Oh, okay. Oh, they got the
Are you mad,
slogan.
Drew?
Oh, wait, shit. Let me do mine over then.
Okay, do
Look,
yours over.
it's Ink Drippin on your body. I'm a living hobby. How about that one? Look.
Okay.
Since everybody came out with the cool ones, I gotta throw the cool ones
Gang,
out
gang,
too.
gang.
He just
Wait, I
bodied
want one.
you.
I'm not as witty as you guys. It's just me, Nakia. Hi, Kiki Boom Boom, Al, gang gang. Riding the boat. I don't know. But yes, Ink Drippin, welcome to Back to Reality. I explained it to you a little earlier. This show's a little different from our AfterBuzz show. We get a little wild here.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about hot topics and entertainment, so feel free to jump in. We want to know all your opinions and what you think, and at the end, we're going to talk a little bit about you and Black Ink Compton. So are you ready?
Dope. Yeah, let's have some fun.
Don't be scared now.
Shit, we getting wild. It's my type of party.
Yes, and Nakia, I got the live chat up. It looks like we already have somebody in here. Leah says, hey. She also says, I love Ink Drippin. One, I'm getting a tattoo from him.
Ooh.
Oh, she getting.
She
Huh?
getting.
I think that's how she meant to say it.
She said, I'm getting.
I appreciate you, baby.
All right. That's right. And keep the comments coming. Howard will be holding the live chat down, so make sure you guys keep on coming. So let's go to our first segment, Moments of the Week. This is where Howard and I and Drew and Ink Drippin will break down the craziest things that happened over the past 2 weeks, because, again, it was a crazy, crazy Labor Day weekend holiday, and a lot of things happened. So I'll start. If you guys don't know, September 4th was a national holiday. It was Beyonce Knowles' birthday. I don't know why it's not in the calendar as a national holiday, but it was a national holiday. It was the Queen's 38th birthday. Are you guys Beyonce fans? Do you care?
I didn't go to work.
Man,
I told
She
them I
took
had
the day
food
off.
poisoning. I didn't.
all for the Queen.
All for the Queen.
All for the Queen. Of course. I mean, celebrating, playing my homecoming all day. Felt like I was there at Coachella. Love me some B.
Yes. Ink Drippin, are you a fan of Beyonce? Do you care? Do you love the Queen?
Yeah, I love Beyonce. What you mean?
About to say, because the Beehive is they be watching.
Yeah.
Maybe in the comments.
Beyonce killing it always. I've been a fan.
Okay, that's good. Just want to
Shout
make
out
sure.
to J though. No disrespect.
You were good. I love that. Because when I be commenting on social, like certain men who are hot, I don't even think about their partners. I'm like,
Yeah, you already gotta think about that.
Oh,
She's a beautiful woman. I'm a look from afar.
that's so nice.
Wow.
Going forward, I'm gonna try to use that. We should try.
No, she not. But moving on, Nicki Minaj claims she's retiring from rap to start a family. On Thursday, she went on Twitter out of the blue and announced that she was retiring, and then came back to apologize and said that she would talk about it, but she was still serious, but not really serious. What do you guys think? Do you guys think she's serious about the whole retiring? Do we care that much that she's...
Which one's the real question? Which one?
Do you care, Ink Drippin, that Nicki Minaj is retiring?
If it makes her happy, then that's what she got to do. Everybody has to start a family sometime, but
Your media training is A1.
It's amazing. The team has done an amazing job.
Oh no, this is all natural. I'm just talking.
He's like, no, that's me.
No media training.
As the house Sagittarius, I feel like I have to speak for my Sagittarius sisters because we do a lot. And I feel like, because, you know, I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and Hov did the same thing where he was like, I'm retiring. And I feel like sometimes Sagittarius, we want people to be like, no, don't leave. And then we're like, fine, I'll stay. So that's what I think, because she literally did that, and the fans were like, no. And she was like, oh, I'm kidding. I'm not retiring. We just want to have a baby. So...
I mean, like, no shade, because I love Nicki. Barbs, don't come after me.
We
I
love
like her. But Queen wasn't my favorite album of hers. And I just, if she's going to retire, maybe give us one more album that, like, is better to go out on. You know?
Barbs,
hey, it might just be a publicity stunt. Maybe she's working on the next album.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
You know, give people time.
That is true.
Give me that.
I also heard that, you know, she couldn't take a lot of the criticism because she's going through this thing where fans were coming for her, fans were coming from Cardi, and she was just explaining herself. So I think she just was like, I'm tired, I'm retiring, and I just want her and Ken to go make some Malibu Barbie babies. And then when they come back and she's ready, I just want her to, like, I don't ever want to tell anyone to take a break, but I think it's needed for her because she's very frustrated. And, you know, she's a queen, and she doesn't need us to remind her how much she's a queen. So that's just me. Barbs, I love her. Please don't come for me. I came for me before, but I'm ready for war.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
But I love her.
See,
so don't
there
play.
You go.
I'm kidding.
There you go. Talk that.
Oh, man. So, speaking of people coming for people, Kevin Hart. A lot of people are coming for him. Kevin Hart is under fire again because of this whole talk that he had with Lil Nas X and about why he came out. So a person named Paul Rivera asked Lil Nas X about his decision on the episode of the HBO show The Shop about why he decided to come out as gay. Lil Nas X explained that he was not forced to come out, but he wanted to because he was taught, you know, to hate that SH growing up. Hate what? Is what Kevin said. Hate. It's a whole back and forth thing. But anyway.
He played dumb.
He played dumb. And so now people are coming for Kevin Hart because they're like, why are you so tough on Lil Nas X? He wanted to do it because he wanted to do it. I mean, should people really be coming for Kevin Hart? I mean, he did say some crazy things in the past, you know, about the gay community, but they were jokes.
I think when someone acts like a bird, you shouldn't be surprised when they tweet. You know, like
Tweet.
Kevin Hart does. Kevin Hart says dumb stuff.
Poetry.
I just had to hit it with that one. Like,
Bars.
Kevin Hart says dumb stuff all the time. So if he continues, like, I just don't. There's this like fad on Twitter right now where when someone does something that like they're expected that they're probably going to do, everyone goes in a frenzy, and it's like Kevin Hart says dumb stuff about gay people all the time. Do I think it's okay? No. Am I shocked? No.
Right. I think Kevin, because I watched everything, and I think Kevin, the way his delivery, the delivery was wrong, but I get what he was saying. I do think in this world, it's okay to have those conversations where someone like Kevin can say, but why wouldn't you want to come out the closet? Where then someone like Lil Nas can educate people like that and be like, fam, the black community is super homophobic. That's why I didn't come out. And I do think with Kevin likes to hear himself talk, but I don't think he was wrong in this, but I just think the approach was wrong. Like, I just don't think it was okay to cut him off, and they were all drinking, and I think Kevin just was like, why? What? I don't know. It was just, it was too much, but I'm happy that Lil Nas was able to educate them, but I don't think anybody was wrong in that situation. I just think it was a moment where you need to be educated and let this baby educate y'all to let you know that the black community is very hard for gay people to come out. Even today, there are people still being murdered, and this is why, and let's not play dumb.
Yeah.
That's just my
I do think I think it falls on the producers more than anyone. Like, they should have put someone who was more in Lil Nas X's corner instead of feeding him to a bunch of older black men who have made it clear that they have all said, like, problematic things about gay people. It's just kind of like, I feel like it should have been, you should have had, like, a Billy Portman? The guy from Pose.
Yes.
You should have had, someone more established up in there to, like, kind of help the dynamic of it all. But again, I wasn't like surprised by anything. I don't think Kevin Hart said necessarily like anything too crazy.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to hear him be one of them drunk uncles that was like, why? It's like, fam, you know why? Shut your ass up.
He's a comedian. That's his job. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to talk about shit people don't want to talk about.
That is also true, too.
True.
And I think, you know, comics, this is a time for the comedians because, baby... Yeah. And, like, if I sit down with a comedian, I really want to ask them, like, yo, do you want to do comedy? Because it's tough right now in today's world. Speaking about something tough, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of Mac Miller's death, and we all lost Malcolm.
R.I.P., man.
Exactly. R.I.P. to Malcolm, R.I.P. Mac Miller. It was such a tragic death, and he overdosed. But the news came in that his alleged drug dealer, the guy who sold him the drugs, is arrested because So there was a transaction that went through between Mac Miller and his alleged drug dealer where Mac was asking for oxy. But it looks like the drug dealer gave him fentanyl, which was laced, which is illegal. You are not supposed to do that, and that's what caused the death. The guy looks like he could be facing up to 20 years in prison. What do you guys think? Were you guys hit hard when you found out about Mac Miller's death? And do you guys think that as a drug dealer, if somebody dies, that they deserve to go to jail? That was a lot of questions.
I know.
Sorry.
I mean, I was hit hard by Mac Miller's death. Well, not extra hard, but I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like Mac Miller, like I was shocked. I do think that this guy who did sell the drugs should go to jail, you know, because it's like, you know, a horrible thing. If I ask you for one thing, you come up with a whole other thing, you know, like, come on, I wasn't trying to die. I was just trying to have fun.
Exactly.
And then this is the same guy who sold drugs to Demi Lovato, and she asked for one thing, and he sold her something completely else, and she ended up overdosing. So it's like
The white guy?
the white guy, and then she ended up dating him. So
I'm
that's
sorry.
a whole other story.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
She ended up dating him after he sold her the wrong drug. It was a whole thing. But, you know, this guy got
Girls
to go.
like the red flags, huh?
I guess so.
That's
But I'm
crazy.
like, this man just trying to kill you. You want to date him?
Like, damn.
Fix it, Jesus.
Easy access.
Make it make sense,
No,
sis.
the Mac Miller thing really, it hit for me because his albums, I feel like, really like got me through college. I think they got a lot of people through college, and like him passing, he was one of my first interviews I ever did, like celebrity interviews. He's like the nicest person. I don't think I've ever heard a bad story about Mac Miller. So it was really sad, and I do think like anybody who plays into someone's addiction, because addiction is a disease. I know like people like to joke about, you know, people doing drugs and stuff, but it's a disease, and I think anyone who plays into that and pushes that narrative should be punished.
Ink Drippin. ID. That's your new name now. ID.
You can check my ID. You can check the ID. I'm certified.
Bars.
Yeah, yep. Nah, Mac was definitely one of like my biggest inspirations when it comes to the music, just because of you know, the message. So it's like, you know, when you got somebody preaching positivity, it's like, you know, it hits home with people rather than just, you know, turning up, going to the club, just you know, hearing all that, which is cool too. I love that music. You know, we getting lit, but it's like, you know, certain people come into the music game and they have like gems and they drop it and then they give it to people, and it's like sometimes, you know, it's a sacrifice that, you know, they gotta make. You know, you might not be known to the world, but you hit who you needed to hit and your message got across. So it's like, for me, it got across to me, and when he was gone, it was like, all right, for sure, that don't hurt.
Yeah, that definitely hurt. Rest in peace to Mac Miller, and condolences to his mom. So it was really hard, and it doesn't matter what the person does or how they die. No one deserves that.
Yeah.
So I hope that this person I hope his family gets the justice that they deserve.
Yeah, one thing on the drugs, you know, I don't condone drugs, but you know what I'm saying. But if you're gonna get drugs, get it from somebody you trust.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's it.
All right, speaking about trust, let's go to our next segment, social media.
Let me take a selfie.
So social media, this is where Howard and we like to sneak on people's social medias. We be on yours too during our after show.
Shit, I ain't hiding nothing.
We be seeing what you be doing. But Howard and Drew and yourself, we're going to bring to light, there's a lot of, you know, cuffing seasons coming up. So there's a lot of couples getting booed up.
Oh,
and then
summertime's over. The hot girl summer over.
Hot girl summer's over,
damn.
but
We got like 15 more days.
no, hot girl summer is still
all the
there.
hot girls, we got 15.
But you gotta remember, a lot of hot girls got boyfriends, so there's nothing wrong with that. So cuffing season is around the corner. So we have some couples who got together and some couples who broke up. So we are going to break it down. Yes.
Yeah, so speaking of cuffing season, so Kehlani and YG.
Hey, YG 400.
YG 400. So this just came out of nowhere pretty much. I mean, Kehlani, singer, YG, you know, YG 400, that's it. But they're up here cuffed up. I mean, Kehlani put the cat out the bag, literally, when she posted this picture of them two and saying, cat's out the bag. And everybody's kind of just wondering, how did this come about? They seem like total opposites. But Kehlani went on Twitter and said they've been talking for 5 years, but talking as in like just friends, you know, keeping each other in their own back pocket. And now it's just random. They're together just hanging out.
Wow.
I mean, look, Kehlani was wearing YG's favorite color, red. It just looked like a match made in heaven.
I love love it. I mean, now, yes, I know everybody had the questions because they were like 5 years.
I was like,
because she just had a baby.
Yeah, he just
his
had
daughter's like
2.
about 4, and then the new one was just born.
Yeah.
But I think what she meant by that is not that they were kicking it 5 years ago, but I think they met and probably had a mutual liking.
Right.
And you know, sometimes you like somebody, you gotta wait because they dealing with somebody else, and you're like, that's fine, I'm gonna get him
But
later.
would you wait 5 years though?
I mean, but in the
Never.
meantime, I'm not. No, I don't think it's I'm waiting for you.
You wait 5. He said he would wait.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, when we're,
you a long
because remember,
time.
Kalani went through a lot. Kyrie, Party Next Door.
Right.
She was allegedly tried to take her own life. It was a lot going on with her, so she had to get her mind right. So maybe a few years ago, she just wasn't ready, and I think maybe they linked up. I think they look beautiful together.
I want the music.
Yeah, I feel like the music's gonna be bomb.
right. Get them in the studio together. You know?
Yes,
Someone said no matter what, it's gonna feature Ty Dolla $ign.
all the time.
And I was like, yes. That
Ty Dolla $ign and Jeremiah is
has
going to
made
be
so much
Okay.
money
Oh, man.
off of those two alone. So this next couple brought a little bit more of a discussion on social media, but Jeezy and Jeannie Mai got together, and he posted a photo and said she loved when I talk that fly shit.
Ew.
They do.
Do they?
Yeah.
And she
That's
posted
true.
one and said, "Hello, honey," took on a whole new meaning. So,
Hello, honey, I'm home.
are we here for this couple?
I mean,
No, I'm
nice
here for
gowns.
it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Beautiful gowns.
I'm here for it. I think you know, because Jenny Mai went through a lot with her ex-husband, and I felt bad about what her ex-husband did. Shame on you. So I think it was a very weird couple. I'm like, I don't know who's the mutual friend that introduced them.
Malika. Chloe's best friend.
She would.
Because her ex-husband had a whole like mullet. So then this, I was like, well, that is,
Well, all our tastes are
That is
different.
trying
If you
new
look at all
things.
my exes, none of them look the same.
you dated a man with a mullet?
I could.
Clearly
Pull up,
me,
pull up.
sis.
One of the homies got a mullet. I'm gonna introduce you to him.
Tell them hi. I'm single. I'm a Sagittarius.
I got you.
Thank
You're
you.
a fly guy.
I don't discriminate. It's hard on here in LA. Shit, I take what I can get. Send the mullet. I don't care. No, I'm here. I mean, I'm here. Sure. Whatever. Raise the roof. I'm here for it.
Go off. Get your queen, king.
Speaking about, okay, so we were just talking about cuffing seasons. A couple that broke up, and I actually like this couple.
I did too.
Dreezy and how do you guys say his name? Jacquay?
I said Jacquees.
Jacquees, but there is a Jacquees and there's a Jacquay.
The guy who does the runs.
Who does a is that him?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know there was 2 different ones.
Jacquay.
The one that always finds
agree.
Ella.
Is Jacquees the one that does the runs?
Then he's always
Classic.
finding
You
Ella
hit
May.
Did I hit it? I'm like, did I hit the Jacquay?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's him. They broke up, and I thought they were the cutest couple. And the reason we know they broke up is because she posted on her social media, she just wrote single, and then she said, when the phone calls stop, you know it's real.
Ooh, what's her sign?
I don't know, but I love her. I met her recently,
I like it.
NBA All-Star. She was at a bar here in Hollywood, and I pulled her to the side. And I said, "You look beautiful," and she literally touched my face and was like, "You are gorgeous, queen," and walked out. And I was like, "I love you." That was random, but sure.
Am I gonna risk it all for you right now?
Yes.
Maybe.
But then her and Jacquay walked out, so I don't know. They were cute. I don't like that people are breaking up during cuffing season.
Why not?
Cause it's cuffing season and you're gonna be single. The single streets are not cool. Don't come to the single streets.
Sure enough.
What's wrong with the single
It's a
street?
good time, but it's cold.
No,
You don't
it's
like
cold.
the cold. She don't like
Cold
the cold.
world.
She want to cuddle.
It's a cold world.
She want to warm up.
Exactly. I want to cuddle, and then around March you can move. Like move to the side.
It's gonna
Then
be
about to
hot
get-
for a couple more months. Believe that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep the hot girl summer going.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Well, I am personally not super upset by this coming apart because apparently Dave East is single and is no longer with his baby moms.
Okay.
All right.
Nice
Dave East,
gowns.
I heard you mess with the thickums.
What?
My DMs will be open. I'm just saying. What's up?
Davies is
Hi.
single, is he? Huh?
Damn.
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's sad because I just said I didn't like the other couple breaking up. Now I'm like, it's not his deal.
Saying I saw you play Method Man. I was really moved by your performance. So what's up?
What's good, King?
A mess.
Classic. Hey, she shot her shot. I ain't mad
Is
at
that
that.
that's a
Shoot
good
your
way
shot.
to shoot your
Shoot your
shot.
shot, sis.
That's how you do it. So go out a mess. Let's go to our next segment, Bird Talk, which is just another segment of social media, but we like to actually act out the social media tweets and what people are saying on social media because it's funny. And it's hilarious.
Yes. So let's kick it off with Chile, who we all know from TLC, you know, one of the biggest girl groups.
'Cause I creep.
Yeah. Okay, so Chile had a lot to say when somebody tried to test her and let them know, like, hey, sis, this girl might just look like you. And Chile wasn't having it. So, I thought I had it pulled up, but I don't. So, Chile said pretty much on her tweet, she was like, just because you have long hair and it's curly doesn't mean you look like me.
Oh,
and then,
that's not nice.
Not nice at all.
Damn.
But, you know, they went to it. People find old stuff on social media. Where Chile went on Karrueche's page and was like, oh my gosh, you look just like me. Oh, we are twins. Oh my gosh, my daughter. So, I mean, does Chile and Karrueche look alike?
No.
I didn't think so either, but you know, you never know.
But sometimes you just want to say, like, you look like somebody just to, like, gas yourself up. You know?
That is true.
True.
Chile is so gorgeous. And the little girl, like, if the little girl don't look like you, I didn't feel the need for her to be like, yeah, don't look like me. Like, she's 12. You could have just kept that comment to yourself. Beyonce ain't commenting on regulars. Like, Chile's beautiful. The little girl was beautiful. There was no need. And then to be like, you look like Karrueche, but you don't. But it's okay. So this version of Bird Talk is brought to you by 50 Cent, my favorite Cancer. He is nuts. But I love him, but he's a little crazy. So the first one is him versus Paris Jackson. For those who don't know, Paris Jackson is Michael Jackson's daughter. So out of nowhere, 50 Cent was trolling on social media and literally, I don't know why he decided to bring up Michael Jackson. He just was randomly talking about Chris Brown and Michael Jackson and pretty much was saying like, Chris Brown is the best. He's better than Michael Jackson. Like, I've never seen MJ do this. Yeah. So Paris Jackson, the very, very, I love her. She's like sassy, but I love that she speaks up for her dad. She said, Super Bowl 1993, true legends don't need to exert outrageous amounts of energy just to grasp your attention. Stillness, my friend, stillness. More power and stillness that you can probably understand. And I say this with zero shade to Chris because I love him dearly. This is for you, 50 Cent. But then 50 Cent, old petty ass, done came and says, why am I the bad guy? I understand how you feel, Paris, but does anyone care about those little butts, little boys' butts? And then Waka Flocka was like, you need to chill because that's Michael Jackson. Cut the buffoonery out. I'm just upset that he decided to do that. And I love that Paris stood up for her father because as you should. I just feel like 50 Cent is the king of trolling, but I'm just like, fam, like there was no need to throw that in there and talk about little boys. And then Chris Brown did come out and was like, first of all, Michael Jackson is the only, the greatest. Right, don't try to drag me in nothing crazy.
You wouldn't have Chris Brown without Michael Jackson.
No, I say that. That's real shit.
Facts. And Chris Brown acknowledges it and he knows it. So I don't know why 50 Cent was being crazy.
A bird.
I know.
Say the bird.
That's why this is called Bird Talk.
Right.
Well, still speaking of 50 Cent, so 50 Cent was getting into it with the Power fans. You know, the fans were coming for 50 because they were like, who is this man, a.k.a. Trey Songz, singing on the new record? The new opening. It was like,
Trey.
you know, Trey was doing his Trey thing. You know how Trey do it.
How did he do it?
Right.
You know. So, but the nervous no one nerve. You know how Trey be doing. I know I sound just like him.
You sound exactly like Trey.
I'm background. You know, if you want to
gotta
sign
hit him
me.
with that. Come here.
Cheer up.
All right, you know what?
Yo, y'all are funny.
When they were coming for pretty much everybody was just like, 50, you need to calm down, take Trey off, and put Joe back on the hook. Which I like Joe's. I don't know if you guys
This
heard
is
the
a rich
opening.
man's town. I don't watch the show. I just know that.
I know, I
Yeah,
just
I
know
don't watch the
a
show
little
either.
bit.
But Joe gave us
Sorry.
stutter, so he can do whatever he wants.
Stutter.
That was a banger.
It was a banger.
That's all I know.
But yeah, so they came for each other, and it was just a whole mess. But 50 gonna let us know if he's gonna change it or not.
I heard he
doubt it.
did. I heard it's back this Sunday.
Oh, he did?
I'll ask the people who watch Power. Those who watch Power, let us know. I don't watch it, but
Let me know.
yes.
I feel like this segment should be called like Power Hour or something because this next topic is once again 50 Cent. He,
Sheesh. I'm trying to see. That's why I'm trying to get on 50. Like, we're gonna talk about me
Right?
for an hour next time.
He's the king of trolling. It works.
he commented on Moneybagg Yo's photo of him and Megan and said, all kind of good looking hoes out here. The pressure, I break them, LOL. And Moneybagg said, yeah, hoes, but she don't fall in that category. Defend your queen, king. That's what I'm.
50 Cent. What?
And then 50 was like, my bad.
Oh, what?
50 came back and was like, oh, I didn't know that was Megan. I'm so
Because
sorry.
he didn't say that with his whole chest.
He's like, I didn't know. I was calling your girlfriend a hoe. Are you a fan of 50? Do you like 50 Cent's music?
Yeah, facts. That was really one of the people that I listened to a lot growing up. Lil Wayne and 50 Cent.
Yeah, those are two good people.
Yeah,
I like it.
Shout out to 50. Tap in, bro.
Yes, I think it's one of my favorite cancers.
Yeah.
It's emotional but a little crazy. Let's go to our next segment. News and gossip and flashing lights. Oh, speaking about crazy.
We finna get crazy.
It's a Kanye West song. Hi, Kanye.
Hi, we miss
His
you.
cult had a meeting in Chicago.
They sure did. And there were like no photos. So I was like, did they take your phones?
You know
like,
they did.
What's
NDAs.
happening?
Baby.
Well, on some possibly good news, I don't know, I'm getting tired of this woman disappointing me. Rihanna may have a new album released in December. According to multiple reports, the news came on September 6th when Universal Music France held its annual open session where it reveals an upcoming list of albums, and Rihanna reportedly made the list with her album set to release in December. Here's the thing. Remember?
I love Riri.
Rihanna's the new Frank Ocean.
Facts.
Okay? Where we're just like, oh, Frank dropping an album. And then 2 years later, we're like, that album's not here yet, but we're really hoping for it. And then randomly at 2 a.m., Apple Music will drop a live stream of Frank Ocean just standing in an empty room, and bam, there's an album. And that's what Rihanna's going to do.
She's the queen. She could do whatever she wants.
No, I don't think she's gonna do music again. Like she's
She doesn't
making
need to.
enough money with her the beauty line, the clothing line.
Her
She's probably
billionaire
like, I'm done.
fiancé.
Right, she too busy for all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she got a billionaire boyfriend. Like, she don't.
I just wanted a dance hall album.
I love it. But hopefully it's coming. So allegedly it's coming in December. So
Just give us a video.
Yeah, you just want the video.
Just give us a video. let me look at you.
no
for a little
audio,
bit.
just
Yeah.
Rihanna's video.
No, I mean the audio too, but
You're like, sure, a song is nice.
I don't know if I need a whole album, but
Yeah, just one video, Riri.
yeah.
One video. Well, speaking of singers still, Britney Spears, she's going through her mess. Not her 2007 mess, which was crazy Britney, but, just recent messes. So her son has filed, well, actually her dad's father, Keven Federline, not her dad, sorry. Her son's father, Keven Federline, has filed a restraining order against Britney's dad, Jamie, days after news broke of Jamie's alleged physical altercation with Britney's son. The Star's father filed paperwork to temporarily step down as conservator. And then on August 24th, Jamie reportedly got into a very angry argument with his grandson, and according to the blast, broke down a door to reach the teen and then ended up shoving the teen. So now Keven Federline is stepping in and was like, I don't want him nowhere near my kids. They have a whole new agreement where Keven Federline's going to have a 70% custody and Britney's going to have 40%. So it's a whole mess. But my whole thing is Keven Federline has 4 of the kids that he doesn't really talk about with Shar Jackson. So it's kind of like he's always talking about these kids with Britney.
Shar Jackson.
I forgot
Exactly.
he was
Didn't
with
pay
Shar.
child support for Shar. But that's a whole other story.
to the E to the. Sorry.
Do we think Kevin's just doing this for the clout?
Sometimes I hear like of child abuse. I'm like, oh, that's Southern parental.
I mean, listen.
they were.
When I heard that he just like grabbed him, I was like, well, I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta
in
be
that
a
case, I've been abused too.
Right? I'm like, you should meet my mama.
Like,
I mean, because when I seen the headline, I was like, damn. And then when I read it, I was like, oh.
He kind of just shoved them, right?
You know, he's at that age. Maybe, he bucked up at Granddad, and Jamie Spears Sr. is Southern and probably older, and probably was like,
Exactly.
fam, I'm going to have to shut you
Nuck
down.
if you buck.
Nuck if you buck. But I do send prayers to Britney because she is going through a lot. But let's fast forward it because we do have Ink Drippin sitting here. So let's just get straight to shows
okay.
Why?
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, shit. I'm back. What's
So,
up? What's
Shows
going
to
on?
Watch is the brand new show on VH1,
Yeah.
Black Ink Compton, and we have our very own in the building. For those who don't know, tell the fans who you are.
Yep. It's ink dripping on your body. I'm a living hobby. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Black Ink Compton. Every Wednesday night, tune in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we see on the show, I think we're in what episode, maybe 3 or 4.
5.
We're at
That's
episode
up in a
5.
week.
There I am. I'm like
Yeah,
3 or
shit,
4.
Somebody ain't tuned in. So I'm gonna need you to tune in too. All right?
I'm tuned in every week.
Tune
I
in.
do the after show. Duh.
We do some fun stuff.
I
on
watch it
there.
every week. Y'all were a little lit last week, but we see the beginnings of KP wanting to open a shop in Compton. So can you tell us a little bit about that journey? Like, how did you get involved? Who reached out to who? Were you always friends with KP? Like, what was that journey like?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. You know what I'm saying? Like for KP and me both. you know, I've known him for some years now, so I think really it was just about timing. It was just about everything, you know, falling into place, making it make sense. You know, we got to build a solid team. We got to have, you know, people who are ready for this kind of thing to do, because not just anybody could do this. So, you know, it was just about him reaching out. You know, networks reached out. We all made it make sense, and here we are.
Yes, I love it. I love the franchise.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm starting to love it too.
Have you guys like linked up with any of the other Black Ink shows, or have they like given you guys any advice about how to handle this like new fame?
As far as me personally, no. I mean, I just do my thing. You know what I mean? If they reach out, they reach out. You know what I mean? But I don't go asking people for advice. I just you know, I'm here in Compton. You know, they can't tell me nothing about Compton. I don't know already. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one thing that the fans want to know in the live chat, GoShe.go says, ask him if he sees himself and Voodoo Doll being together. So what's going on there?
That was a little flirty.
Damn.
What's the
Look, we
tea?
getting straight
we
into
taking
it.
shots?
Huh? We getting straight
what
into
are we
it.
doing?
Shit. Voodoo, I love Voodoo. You know, she's one of those people that is kind of like me. She's super different. She's it's like you're not gonna know Voodoo knows something until you ask a question, and then she gonna give you the definition of it. You know what I'm saying? So she's very attractive in her own ways. I think just it's gonna be work for right now though. But you know,
putting in work with Voodoo.
Yeah, putting in work.
Okay.
She's definitely worth it. We love her a
Yeah,
lot.
I love Voodoo. Shout out to Voodoo Doll.
She's a sweet, sweet soul. So you guys are located in Compton, and I know sometimes when outsiders hear the word Compton, they get very like, oh, it's Compton. Because I feel like on TV, when you see LA, you only see like the Beverly Hills or the Hills. You don't really get to see Compton and Inglewood and where our folks are from. So what has it been like? Have people in Compton come up to you guys and showed you guys major love, or have outsiders come up to you guys and showed you guys major love now that you guys are right in Compton? And y'all not on the outside, y'all are in Compton.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we from the hood, we getting a lot of love. You know what I mean? Especially me. It's not to say I don't love it, but I'm walking down the street and people is just recognizing me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's starting to make sense. The city sees something, we doing something, and people are tapping in. You know, so it's like it's one of those things that's, you know, it's where I'm from. It's my city, so it's not like anything new to me. But it's just that, you know, people who are from my city, they proud to see me on TV now. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, he did it. You know what I'm saying? I seen him walking around these streets for the past 5-6 years, but now I see him walking around these streets and he's still on TV, you know? So it's like, I don't say that to, you know, just be like, I'm just still walking around these streets like that. But it's like, this is really where I'm from. I still live in the city. I still am right there on Compton Boulevard at the shop. So, you know, for everybody who's in the city, I just want to be there and show them, like, you don't got to leave. You don't got to run, do all these other things. You got to network everywhere. And, you know, it's just about surrounding yourself with the right energy and the right people.
That's right. I'm proud of you guys. Like, I'm from New York. I've been living here for 4 years, but I love coming here and seeing our people shown on TV. Because again, when you think of LA, you've only seen the hills. You only see Calabasas and what the Kardashians are doing.
Right.
And no knock to them, but I think it's an amazing thing to see Compton and black businesses and not just the negative stuff that people assume of what's going on in Compton. So I'm super proud of you guys.
Yeah. I think a lot of that has to do with just like, you know, getting the truth out. You know, like people could speak on Compton or they could speak on the city or speak on LA, but you're not really from here. So it's like you could say whatever you want to say, but come walk these streets and come try to network and try to start a business and try to be an entrepreneur in the city that everybody in the world comes to. Like, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to filter through everybody else and you still got to keep your head down and be like, this is my city, this is what I'm going to do, you know?
Factory.
Yep.
Now, you are here now, so we consider you family. So one of us was to pull up, and we was like, what's up? Ink Drippin, we trying to get a tattoo. You know.
No, I'm thinking about doing a whole...
Look, I like how she threw that family word in there real quick.
You know, because now we're family. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, because we're cousins now, and we like
got
family.
Closer. Okay,
Can we get a discount?
Family
discount. I just
discount.
was looking at my arm. I said, you know what? Ink Drippin can probably do this on for me, but I need a family cousin discount. So you already
you
in
family.
here.
He wants
now.
to get the word raggedy, just tattoo real big.
Disconnect her mic.
You see, you're going to have to go to another artist for that. I don't do no raggedy tattoos. No raggedy tattoos over here.
So ID, because your name is ID, let
Ink
the
Drippin,
ink
yep,
dripping.
ink
Let the
drippin'.
fans know where your shop is and where they can find you or stalk you on social media, because that's what our fans love to do. We love stalking people.
Yeah, just if you want to stalk me, you can go ahead and tap in on Ink Drippin everywhere. Ink Drippin without the G, because I keep a G myself. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's really about it. If you want to tap in, get a tattoo, you can reach me there.
Perfect. We will be doing that. I'll be making an appointment with you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding about the discount, but you gotta
I
support
need
black
all-
business.
all money in,
No, I
all
know,
money
support
in.
black business. I'm totally kidding.
Nah, but I'ma rock with you. I
No,
got
we
you.
love you guys. And if you guys are watching this show, if you guys are fans of Black in Compton, make sure you hop on over to AfterBuzz TV this Thursday. I believe we are live
At 8.
at 8 p.m. Me and Jewel will be holding it down with our girl Lanisha and the one and only Ink Drippin', and we'll talk more about you, the show, and we're going to talk about the episode. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We do have to head out of here because it's almost happy hour. You know, we love a good happy hour. Kids, let the fans know where they can find you guys at.
Go.
You can find me dragging Drew each and every day on my social media at Howard III. Of course, I also do the Growing Up Hip Hop New York after show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check me out there on AfterBuzz TV Network.
And you can find me dragging Howard right back at OK Drew J.
Yes, and Ink Drippin', one more time, let the fans know where they can find you out on social.
Ink Drippin everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And if you guys are on AfterBuzz TV tonight, Howard and I, we do Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And Thursdays, Drew and I, we do Black in Compton. So make sure you guys tune in because this one is coming back to hang out with us. We will see you guys next Sunday and have a great weekend.
Yeah, much love. Much love.
Bye.
On behalf of our BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Check out our Black Hollywood Live YouTube page for even more great programming and amazing content, and be sure to subscribe and like our channel when you do. I'm your BHL host, Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom or at Black Hollywood Live. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.